Hello viewers, today for the cleaning and service we have a 16-inch comfort zone or uncomfortable area Pedestal fan. This fan, I got it from the trash in hopes of being able to save it and put it to good use. This fan has a ton of hours on it. It is absolutely caked with dust. It has never been cleaned or serviced before, so we're going to be the first to actually clean and service this fan. This fan is, unfortunately, it's not sounding very healthy. We'll give you a sample here. Unplug that. Oops. Here's a sound sample. So yeah, definitely needs a good cleaning and service. So here we go. We're going to clean and service this fan. We're going to try to prop you guys on an insulator so you guys can see the action. Actually, we'll prop you guys here. So the first thing we got to do is we got to get this front guard off. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a screwdriver and we're going to go ahead and put it on the upper ring of this fan. That way what we can do, we can put one screwdriver like this, and then we take another screwdriver and you continue to pry from the sides, and that'll allow you to get the grill off the fan. As you can see, it is coming loose just like that. Just had it. Just like that. This thing has had a lot of use. So yeah, the blade itself is very filthy. It's got so much dust on it that doesn't really move much air. So we are going to clean it. So now we're going to take our motor housing apart. So unfortunately our motor is a little bit warm, so we are going to have to use our heavy duty work gloves for this, for the continued disassembly of the motor. Oh, it looks like for that we are going to need sockets, wrenches. So unfortunately we already need a socket wrench for this. We're going to have to pick a socket that fits. Alright, so it looks like here we are going to need a long one. Alright, so it looks like this may not be the right size after all. We are having a little bit of trouble trying to get this thing to disassemble. So, I don't know if we are going to be able to actually service this fan, because unfortunately this one does not have the conventional motor screws. But what we are going to try to do is we're going to try to do this from the back with the impact wrench or impact driver. And just like that, it worked out with the impact. So we'll make sure we don't lose anything. That would be bad if we lost everything. Now the funny thing about this motor is it has a square stator, so it is a little bit of an oddball for a like I said, we don't want to lose anything. Now the motor itself is in surprisingly good condition. Like I said, this fan does need a bit of oil. Unfortunately, this fan has never been cleaned or serviced, so we are going to have to oil it up real good. So it looks like this is the best that we're going to be able to do with what we do have available. We're going to go ahead and put some oil on the shaft. Looks like we just lost some. Now, the nice thing about this fan is if we look on the inside of the motor, we do actually have wicking material. So I was able to put some wicking material in there, help support the motor oil. Alright guys, we're having a freak show again. Having a ton of freak shows with these generic fans. Alright, so it looks like we do have a slight bit of a problem here. It looks like we do not have, it looks like the fourth screw we needed to go on this lock nut got lost. So unfortunately, we're going to have to let it be as is. Everything is tightened down. And the motor shaft is unfortunately not spinning very freely. So we could have a busted motor. We don't know for certain. So we still have to try it. Alright, so our motor shaft does spin quite a bit more freely now. We still are going to check, the overall spin down time on the motor. So what we're going to do is we are going to put the blade back on. Now, if you are inexperienced or you do not know what you're doing, I do not recommend doing it this way. But if you have a decent amount of experience and you know what you're doing, then feel free to do it however you want. Let's start on high. Alright, so it is a little bit longer, but we still have to, we're going to try to get it oiled up real good. So we are going to have to take this back apart. But because you guys have already seen how to take it apart and oil it, we're not going to show that on the video. So we are in fact going to have a part 3 to this video where we do the actual cleaning of the motor, or we do the actual cleaning of the fan components. So we'll see you in the third video.